Hello everybody, my name is Miguel. Welcome back to Lucid9. Alright, so we got someone saying, let's see who that is. I shake myself out of my thoughts and take in my surroundings. Looks like some of the morning classes have passed. Yeah, I totally wasn't paying attention. In front of me, three girls with hair and makeup arranged just like Elizabeth stand with very indignant superior expressions. I quickly recognized them as the most avid members of her fan club. Hey loser, we have something to say to you. I have an itchy nose. Just ignore that. We have something to say to you. Lucky me. They ignore me, crossing their arms in uncanny unison. We heard that you're giving Elizabeth a hard time. I glance at Elizabeth, whose eyes are wide in panic. Interesting. Looks like she has no hand in this development. Then where did they get their information from? You better stop before we make you. Elizabeth deserves better. Idiots. I only snorted and turned back to my homework. Hey, look at us. No thanks. I don't feel like vomiting. Burn! I think, but managed to keep my mouth shut. I don't feel like vomiting, I think, but managed to keep my mouth shut. Thoroughly exasperated of these girls, I nod my head at Elizabeth and raise my eyebrow in warning. Her face pales slightly and she slides over to my desk, smiling faintly at the three girls. Hello. Oh, Elizabeth, this guy's been bothering you for a while, right? Elizabeth opens her mouth, clearly intent on agreeing with the girl, but I shake my head ever so slightly. She grits her teeth together, but somehow manages to keep her smile intact. Thank you for your concern, but it's really fine. The girls blink in clear surprise. I think my voice cracked. Oh, excuse me. Are you sure? Weren't you just saying the other day? Saying what? I don't know what you're saying. She says an uneasy glance at me. I only smile innocently. This really shouldn't be fun, but it is, remarkably so. I thought Yama was bothering. No, it was a misunderstanding. Oh, alright. They nod slightly at me, like that's an adequate apology. We're keeping an eye on you. Don't mess with Elizabeth. Then they strut out of the classroom, their footsteps in perfect unison. I turn to Elizabeth. She grips the edge of her seat until her knuckles turn white. I really can't believe you. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Despicable. She turns away from me in a huff. Excuse me, I'm not even the one who started it all. Heck, she's the one who's constantly picking a fight. It's always been that way. Whatever, this isn't even worth thinking about. I turn my attention back to the front of the classroom as the break comes to an end. The rest of the morning classes slug by uneventfully. This time Elizabeth is clearly sulking. Misaki is just as focused as ever. And by focused, I really mean that she's on her phone the entire period. Oh, sup. When lunchtime comes, I tap Yahiko on the shoulder as I grab my backpack. Hey, lunch? Huh? What? Lunch. Cafeteria. Oh, yeah, sure. Right, cafeteria. Something wrong? Nope, absolutely nothing wrong. I was just thinking, it'd be nice to have a couple more minions. Isn't that what your club is for? Club? The blank look on his face is foreign to me. I slap him on the back. A club that'll take over the universe? Your minions? Ugh, clearly I'm really bad at this. Whoa! Huh? It's lunchtime. When was it? Did I time travel? A quick sigh of relief passes my lips before I'm able to spot it. Seems like Yahiko is back to normal. Yeah, it's 4018 AD. You've been asleep for 2,000 years. What the? Holy shit, Yama. I have. I don't feel that rested. Well, we kept you in cryo freeze during a light stage of your sleep cycle, rather than REM. You mean I was scammed on 2,000 years of deep sleep? On the contrary, you were saved from 2,000 years of homework. Oh, I guess you're right. Jesus, what an idiot. 2,000 years would have passed, I wouldn't have existed. There wouldn't be Yama, unless he believes that I got cryo frozen. or whatever, cryogenated. I guess you're right. I wonder when he'll realize that I'm not supposed to be alive. Exactly. Well, super realistic hologram Yama. Shall we go grab some lunch, or do you guys still eat that kind of thing? Oh, now he believes that I'm a hologram. Or he could make a totally ridiculous yet somehow plausible assumption. Indeed we do. Then what are we waiting for? I want to see what kind of cuisine has developed after 2,000 years. Thoroughly re-energized, he skips out the door. I'm just about to follow, but I feel a sudden tap on my elbow. Yama Ishimoto? Oh god, it's the girl from the cafe. That's her name, Natsuki, was it? That is the brunette girl with the glasses. She doesn't happen to be wearing glasses here. But the music suddenly got intense. I glance at Elizabeth. She's in the middle of some fluffy small talk with her groupies, and intentionally keeping her back to me. Lizzie's over there. I'm aware of that. She isn't the one with whom I wish to speak. What do you want? I have a simple question for you. As far as I can tell, nothing's simple when it comes to this girl. Have you ever felt like two people are fighting for your body? What? More specifically, fighting for control over your body. Like, mind control? No, more like two different entities in simultaneous residence, resulting in widely different actions or processes of thought. A chill runs up my spine. I think it'd be fairly obvious if I'm going through something like that. Well, you may or may not have any recollection of the other entity. Something about her mysterious smile sets me on edge. And what's with the sudden questions? Psychology paper. We're studying dissociative identity disorder, which is colloquially it's known as multiple personality disorder. I would say you should know of it already, but perhaps your alter ego surfaces during psychology class. I clench my jaw at her obvious accusations, searching to find an answer in her face. I find none. So, do I look like the kind of person who has multiple personality disorder? Do you want to know the answer to that question? Look, I gotta go. I'm sorry. Try asking Elizabeth. She's the one who rapidly switches between being nice and being a pain in the ass. She only nods and smiles, but I sense her eyes boring through the back of my head as I slip out of the classroom. I attempt to shake off the counter as I head to the cafeteria, but Natsuki's words linger in the back of my mind. If anything, she's the one that's got multiple personality. She's being Natsuki, the girl in the academy, this academy that I'm going to, and she's the detective. I know that's her for sure. That can't be no other girl. She just puts on a hat, a coat, pants, and glasses, and she calls herself Shiguri, a detective. Sorry about that. Alright, back to the story. Thankfully, when I arrive, Yahiko immediately waves over me, face surely shining. Have a seat, my loyal minion. Today's special is baby back ribs. I can see that from your plate. You can divine stuff from my plate? Look into my love life, Fortune. He's acting awfully normal. Did he already forget that he's supposed to be 2,000 years into the future? Just eat. Well, I suppose I'll let it slide this time, but a master is supposed to command his minions, not the other way around. Exactly. What? Nothing. I glance around the cafeteria as I start on my own plate. I recognize quite a few faces. Natsuki and Elizabeth, surrounded by groupies. Masato and a few track members. Akira and a few drama club members. She's actually pretty cute looking, I'll admit. I mean, according to Yama's eyes, she's not, but to my eyes, OMG. I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm not kidding about her being cute. I'm like... Rui's absent, probably speaking to Mr. Ryuda on my behalf. Misaki too, though I rarely see her around outside of class. And in the wow, I thought that was a... And in the corner eating alone is Airi. She seems to be satisfying herself with her own plate of ribs. That doesn't look like a plate of ribs. It looks like she's just eating a apricot or a peach. That doesn't look like her tongue though. It looked like it passed off as her tongue, like all. Something about the picture looks empty. lonely. Say, that gives me an idea. So, how's it been with the ladies? Huh? Need you even ask? Fantabulous, of course. Oh boy, I can see where this is going. Would you mind teaching me, this humble servant, your ways? I thought you never asked. But why now? I tried to wave off his question by gesturing in Airi's direction. So, how about her? Oh, someone's caught your eye, have they? His eyes flicker at Airi's direction. I expect him to coo about how adorable she is, how lovely her hair is, how perfect her nose or chin or whatever is, but he only pauses, his brow furrowed in confusion. Huh. What is it? She kinda looks familiar. Like, really familiar. Ordinarily, I think he's crafting a pickup line, but his bewilderment seems genuine. Where'd you see her? I have no clue. Eventually, he just shrugs this off with an easygoing grin. Well, my good minion, we shouldn't be wasting time. Watch and learn from the great master. Well, guess it's not important. As always, it would be an honor to see your spectacular techniques. I know, right? You should be grateful I'm not making you pay tuition for such enlightening lessons. Well, they're certainly enlightening, but probably not in the way he's thinking. I bet that the number of girls you seduce is uncountable. You got that right. Jeez. Well, technically 0 is uncountable. Ooh, burn. Jeez. I gotta stop doing that. That's stupid. First lesson. Fucking Yama's a savage. First lesson, my dear apprentice, never waste time. Are they eating? Great. Depressed and withdrawn? Fantastic. Saying that they want to be alone? Perfect. Love waits for nobody, Yama. Remember that. I can't help but chuckle at just how terrible his advice is. By any chance, have you gotten slapped? Oh yeah, all the time. Why is he saying that like it's a badge of honor? You see, evoking a strong reaction means that you have touched the young lady's heart. The line between love and hate is thinner than the line between love and apathy. That's why the most important thing is to make a big impression. That's unusually perceptive. On that note, we're wasting time. There's an adorable lass to seduce. Yahiko promptly skips over to Airi, eyebrows raised in flirtatious attack. Oh boy. Hey, how does it feel to be the most beautiful girl in the room? Looks like the Akari is already hitting hard. How will this opponent respond? Dots. It's not very effective. Can I see your uniform tag? More dots. I gotta see if you were made in heaven. A spectacular hit. How will the last dodge out of this one? China. Huh? Uniforms are made in China. Ikari staggers back from the fatal counter. Well, it seems that he's in a state of shock. The lass seizes the opportunity for an offensive maneuver. Your food. What? Will you eat it? Hey, what are you doing to my ribs? It's a critical hit. The lass's bold movement has paralyzed Ikari. You're gonna get fat if you eat so much. I'm 102 pounds. You're what? You can't be that short. 5 feet 2 inches. Dots. It's super effective. Ikari is silenced. The lass spends her free turns munching at her newly acquired meal. It's sort of adorable, like a baby hamster munching at. But anyway, back to the match. Ikari studies the lass for a moment, no doubt attempting to analyze any potential weak points. This girl's a tough one. Usually I don't allow things like this, but Yama, why don't you give it a shot? Nah, I'm just a commentator of this battle. What? Nothing. Thankfully, Ikari decides to switch his attention from the lowly commentator back to his original target. Why aren't you responding? You should be honored that someone like me is paying attention to someone like you. More dots. Silence. Don't tell me. You don't swing that way. I'm straight. A clean hit at his vital point. It's looking bad for Ikari. Then why? The lass merely finishes up Ikari's ribs and moves on to her own. Are you a witch who took some weird potion to resist me? Why are you unaffected by my charms? Ikari has gone berserk. He's attempting wild haymaker. Dots. Stop ignoring me. More dots. Forget it. You're just like the other commoners. You don't deserve being seduced by a superior being like me. Okay. Answer me when I'm talking to you. My meat is getting cold. What an amazing display of indirect trash talking. The last is just placed Ikari below some humble baby back ribs. You! Ikari heard himself in his confusion. Meanie, but bully, I'll have my revenge, I tell you. Revenge! And Ikari exits the ring. Automatic forfeit. Instant KO. Question mark. Dots and question mark. Nothing. More dots. As Airi finishes up the meat on her plate, I settle into the chair next to her. It's hard to tell from the stoic expression on her face, but she seems a little happier than a few months ago. The music. Do you want my ribs? Didn't you eat them all? I did. Then why did you offer? Then why are you here? At the very least, she's more open than when I met her yesterday. I'm sitting. Dots. Sitting is nice. More dots. Her expression doesn't even budge. Sitting makes the world go round. More silence. And sitting is good for you. Oh yeah, it is, because I'm sitting right now. It's bad for you. Her sudden response catches me off guard. What? More dots. Well, at least she's talking to me. That's a start. How can sitting be bad for you? Higher risk in obesity, high cholesterol, lower back pain, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. Jesus, this girl. Wow. Although that is true, I do get my daily dose of exercise. How long have I been recording? Type 2 diabetes, this girl. She says this so monotonously that I can't tell whether she's joking or deathly serious. Oh no, she's deathly serious, bro. But sitting doesn't cause that, right? Airi evaluates me for a moment, but only returns to her food without a word. I'm searching for a different topic to discuss when she abruptly speaks again. What's your name? Yama Ishimoto. Dots. More dots. Oh, I'm saying dots now. You're not gonna comment on it? Silence again. You know, it's an unusual name. Not like Lerouge Lamparade. Lerouge Lamparade? As in from Code Deuce? You know it? Vaguely. It's a very popular series among young adults, but I'm surprised that someone like her would know about it. Well, next to Lerouge Lamparade, there can't be many strange names. And there goes this again. That face. Airi only reaches into her backpack and begins to munch on a peach. For a moment, I pick at my ribs in silence, but she speaks again. What is your deuce? My what? Deuce. Special power. I'm not sure where she's going with this, but I guess I might as well follow her. My special power is creating sardines out of thin air. More dots. Canned or fresh? She doesn't seem phased in the slightest. Both. So, freshly canned? I guess? Make some now. Sardines? Yep. One of the many weird situations I've encountered over the course of my short life. This just might take the top. She's joking, right? Sure. I flourish my hand and tap the table. There. Sardines. That's a table. What was she expecting to see? Actual spontaneous materializations of freshly canned sardines? You know I can't actually make sardines out of thin air, right? You said you could. Either she's better at trolling than I am, or she really wasn't joking. I wasn't serious. Then why did you say it? I'm too baffled by her thought process to make an intelligible reply. Thankfully, Airi only returns to nibbling at her peach, as if she'd never asked the question. The awkward silence is punctuated by the signature school bell, an opportunity that I take with gratitude. Well, see you. She blinks widely at me. My name is Airi Hiraga. Okay. That was abrupt. I didn't tell you before. She suddenly stands, picks up her tray, and strides to the opposite side of the cafeteria to dump her dishes. Well, that was random. What an eccentric girl. Unless, by telling me her name, she was trying to say that she trusted me, or that she liked to become friends. Maybe she has some kind of mental disability that inhibits her social functions. She's offbeat, but interesting. I can see why she became the scapegoat. It's likely that the other students are scared by her unorthodox behavior just because she's different. She becomes the bad guy. They should know better. They should give her a chance. Afternoon classes are another dreary pass. This time even Yahiko is sullen, staring into his desk and murmuring nonsensical words under his breath. The moment the bell rings, Masato blazes into the classroom and lunges for me. I instinctively crawl beneath the desk, bracing myself for the full measure of his fury. Oh, jeez. I'm about to save this. I don't know what's gonna happen, but the music seems to be playing, and it seems like some intense shit's about to happen. But we'll see what goes on in the next video. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. It'll help me a lot. I'll greatly appreciate it. Share this video with friends. Until next time, see you guys in the next video. I'm gonna get my finger on the. I accidentally cut off my ending on Cat Mario. So like when I say see you guys in the next, and then all of a sudden it cuts off. So I'm not gonna make that mistake. So anyway, thank you guys again for watching. And until next time, see you guys in the next video. Bye. Vegan, it's a serious situation. Some outsiders went into the relic forest. What? Who were they? I don't know. They shoved me aside and that's enough talk. You can wait. I'm off. Oh, Grandpa can run. Was he sponsored by Nike? That was stupid.